Where did you guys go to college? How did you get along with your first roommate? And how was your first week of college? Keep it rad. Chris Dixon. No ers.
No ers.
No ers. Good question, Chris. Yeah. Jeffrey?
Well, the whole world has changed since we were in college. Whereas,
since you were a gaucho?
Since I was, yes, I went to UC Santa Barbara, as I mentioned on the show before, but and loved it there. But we didn't have the ability to like Facebook check folks or even Google them.
Or MySpace, yeah.
Back in the day, when we were in college, I remember getting my first email address and being thrilled. I think it's a whole new world when you get to sort of check out, people that way. My first roommate and I. We had a cordial relationship, not the best relationship. He was a huge Mariah Carey fan.
Wow.
And had Mariah Carey playing often in the dorm, and I myself was more into the Nine Inch Nails, Pearl Jam, grunge of the late '90s.
STP.
Yeah. But we got along all right. I had a great first week, and it was. I became friends with a lot of people on my dorm floor. Did you guys live in the dorms?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Temple?
Temple University.
It's a Temple man right here.
It's really frustrating whenever I say I went to Temple, because people are like, you're that religious?
Yep, I thought that from the beginning too. I had a lot of friends at Temple, and I was like, all right.
John Rosenberg and I know each other from Temple.
Yeah, that's what you said.
Makes sense.
Yeah. That's literally the sentence you said.
That's awesome. First of all, the cool thing about when I went to college freshman year was everyone was downloading American Pie off of Napster. It was
a song?
I went to not the song. That's when you went to college.
Oh, 70s.
No, but like
70s.
But no, the Napster that birthed in college and that was me. That was my college years.
You screwed it up for everybody. Thanks, Dan.
But no, my roommate Kirk Thrasher, really nice dude.
Created Thrasher magazine.
Also the one thing that you guys, I think I've told you,
it wasn't successful.
that I had, your parents would send you food, or you'd keep food in the dorms because you didn't feel like going down the whatever, and there was no place to get food late at night.
Hoarding.
Yeah.
Oh, he stole your food. You told the story before.
Oh yes.
My kudo bars.
Yes.
He stole my kudos. So
he stole my kudos.
Yeah, I had kudos underneath my bed.
I totally forgot about your kudos bars.
Up. I had my kudo bars underneath my bed, saving them, hoarding them.
Yes.
Like,
why would you eat them now?
Like you would for a good wine.
Like med packs in a video game.
Yes.
I did not want to use any of them. And he would like devour his food whenever he got it. And I was like savoring my shit. And one day I go back, I can't find my kudos. Dude, come to find out, a huge mystery, the whole floor is working, on the mystery of Dan's kudo bars.
Yeah, I'm sure.
And what happened was, not only did he just take, and he was like hungry, and sometimes I grab a pretzel out of his whatever. Him and his buddy ate all of my kudo bars and then threw away the box as if I would have forgotten that they ever existed.
And that's when they found Kirk Thrasher with a kudo bar shoved up his ass. A bloody
chocolate all over his
chocolate.
Yes.
And that mystery was never solved.
Alex, did you have a...
Sounds like a great first week.
Roommate? Didn't happen the first week.
I went to American University in Washington, D.C. I had a very interesting deal with my roommate, because one of the things that you can do at American, probably at a lot of colleges, is you can kind of request another freshman to be your roommate. So like two friends could be like, let's be roommates.
So you had a buddy?
No, I went to a freshman overnight and met a number of people, and one of them was like this one guy who we didn't have roommates, and I was like, I already kind of know this guy, and he seems cool. I'll just, random draw, let's not do that. And so we even picked our dorm, like the hall that we were gonna stay in and all that stuff. So I talked to him on the phone, I'd spent a couple days with him. That said, we were sort of cool at the beginning, everything was like, blah, blah, blah. By the end, it had become pretty standoffish and not that great. But then because we also pledged fraternity together at the same time. So there was a constant like, we got to go to do the pledge stuff, and then we would go, and then we would have conflict as pledge members.
Did they spank you? Yeah, they spanked me.
And then we would have to go back and be like, okay,
did you have to do something you'll never speak about again?
Yeah.
Yes, I did too.
You know what
So we had to start off really good, then it kind of and my first week was amazing, scary as hell. That was scary as hell, but it was awesome. That's where I met, some great friends that I had for my entire college career and still talk to. And
I want to impart something to go along with that,
Also,
the
girls.
day I moved in, after meeting a roommate, I went around to the entire floor and introduced myself as people were moving in.
What
I
a
felt a little
gentleman.
bit like a nerd. I embarrassed myself in front of a few people, but one of the dudes I introduced myself to who lived the 2 doors over.
Steven Spielberg.
Steven Spielberg. And look where he is. He has not helped me out. No, the opposite. It was not as
He's now a homeless
my
person.
friend who's not nearly successful, Mark Walker, my buddy, who we've now written a screenplay. I mean, we have
that's
stayed
cool.
friends. We are working together to this day. I never would have met him if I had not introduced myself that day, because we wouldn't have. Yeah. So.
On my dorm floor was our old Mike, known as Steve.
Oh, that's right. That's where you met Steve.
So go around and introduce yourself. Make a fool of yourself, but they will all feel like that dude's got balls.
And here's the other thing: is everybody is in the same situation you're in. This is what my dad said the night before I went.
Toast
He
some
said,
goats.
just know that everybody there knows no one. So when you're going up to saying hi to somebody, you're actually doing what you would like somebody to do to you. In a very comfortable way.
Cut to this guy going into a room and everyone's like, hey man, remember 99 when we were doing? Yeah. They cut to, hey.
Remember 99?
I don't know.